券が付与です。6番乗り場到着の列車は特急黒潮3号和歌山方面新宮行きです。
Manila, where are you? There you are. Uh-oh, Manila, where are you? Yeah. No. Come here. Hey, I see you. Who wants to sit by these kids? Dorothy, kiss the plane.
Hi,
Where are we going?
Nepal.
Yeah. Are you scared or excited?
Excited.
Is it gonna be fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say see you soon, Nepal.
See you soon, Nepal.
What's your favorite color?
Pink.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate.
What's the biggest word you know?
Giant.
What's the smallest word you know?
Air.
Yeah. Okay, show me Nepal. Where do we go after Nepal?
우리 비행기는 현재 고도 8,000m, 시속력 830km로
Okay. Where do we go after Turkey?
카트만두까지 비행 시간은 내일부터 약 5시간 50분이고요.
Yeah.
현지 시간 7월 11일.
And then after Czech we go to
15분경에 도착할 예정입니다.
Greece.
참고로 서울과 카트만두 간의 현지 시간차는 3시간 15분이 되겠습니다. 그리고 금요일 비행 중 이상한 정보수로 예보되겠으나 주류 영향
Croatia.
따라서 앉으실 때는 여러분의 안전을 위해 좌석들을 내어주시기 바랍니다. 아무쪼록 즐겁고 편안한 여행 되시길 바랍니다.
We're gonna go after Croatia.
Switzerland.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Namaste from Nepal. Hang on. Pause it for a minute.
So this is actually the second time that we've tried to record this vlog, because the first time Jessica started crying
Got a little emotional.
and I got something in my eye. So for the second time, good morning from Nepal. What were your first thoughts when you looked out the window and saw Nepal?
I thought, well, this is going to be different. It looked very cool, kind of like an anthill.
I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting some mountains and just the little towns, but when we looked out, it looked like an anthill. That's a good way to put it.
Kathmandu is huge.
Just a cluster of buildings of all different like variations,
Of heights
colors,
and
and
sizes
heights.
and colors,
And
yeah.
so it just looked like mayhem. Arriving to Nepal definitely showed us that we might be on the same planet, but completely different world.
Taxi and driving through, and we've lived in LA. We've seen traffic.
We thought we had seen traffic.
We thought we'd seen traffic.
No, we had not seen traffic.
No traffic signs at all. All of a sudden we start driving through, we're like, this is really cool. There's a lot to see here. And like, you kind of just want to just pull over and just people watch.
Yeah, you just wanted to take a picture of everything because
Okay.
everything was
Yeah.
the most unique thing you'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Dorothy goes, Dad, look, monkeys. And I was like, no, there's no monkeys here. Turn around,
Oh, hey, there's a bunch of monkeys.
40 monkeys.
That was cool.
Okay, so we stayed at a Mars hotel. On paper, it's a 1-star hotel. But thanks to the staff, that's definitely a 5-star staff, it's like a 1.6 hotel. It was awesome. I've been super proud of our kids because before Nepal, we were in Japan. We had the opportunity to work with the Ritz-Carlton and show off a few of their beautiful properties in Asia, and the kids loved it, of course. And
We
then we
loved
come
it.
to Nepal, and it's like a completely different experience where we go from the fancy, glorious, bathrooms of the Ritz-Carlton to showering with a bucket next to the toilet and then squeegeeing the floors. But the kids, they don't seem to mind.
don't
They
even
are
care.
just happy.
Yeah.
And so
Dorothy comes up to me, she goes, Mom, I love this house.
Really?
Like,
What did she say?
yeah.
Why?
I think she loved it because she had friends. She just didn't even care. She doesn't care what environment she's in. She just wants to play. She wants friends.
So basically, we should stay at the Ritz-Carlton and send our
know.
kids to the.
Hey, Dad, look at the room.
Oh my gosh, it's super clean. Who cleaned it?
I
You did? Who helped you?
just did it by myself.
You cleaned the room all by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sweetie.
I'm a good girl now.
You are a good girl. Thank you. Can I have a hug?
So a little bit ago, we got an email from a guy named Casey, and he invited us to join him and his team at effect.org in Nepal.
His nonprofit, effect.org, fights against the problem of human trafficking.
And that's something that we know of, but we're aware of, but we kind of purposely haven't looked much into because we thought it would be very difficult.
Yeah, it was just scary. There's a scary, scary problem, and we just didn't want to learn about it, so we kind of avoided it.
Yeah, but we thought this would be a really, really great experience.
So before coming to Nepal, I'll admit my only exposure to human trafficking is what I had seen from the movie Taken with Liam Neeson. And so my opinion was these girls are being kidnapped, taken against their will, and that's what you got to watch out for. But it's not the case. It's much, much different. And so traffickers will target poor girls from poor families in small villages because they'll promise these girls, they don't kidnap them, but they'll deceive them. They'll promise the girls a marriage,
Our new jobs.
new job, new opportunities, or schooling. And as soon as they get them away from their family and across the border, and then they beat them, they addict them to drugs, and then they're captured and kept as sex slaves. So effect.org has figured out that the greatest prevention against human trafficking is schools. If you build a school in a poor village, in a poor area, then that gives the girls opportunities, it gives them protection and surveillance so that they can be safe from human trafficking.
So we're working with effect.org to build a school in a small village in India.
We visited one of the schools, and it was so much fun to see them playing with Dorothy and Manila, and then, like anyone, they just wanted to play games, dance, sing music, and just have a lot of fun together. That's before we came Flash Group. Look at this. They all want to slap.
I'm pretty sure Manila's cheeks were gonna fall. People would just come up and be like,
Oh wait, cutest thing ever. Okay. The girls would come up to Manila, and Manila would start to flirt with them. He would like bat his pretty eyes, he would blow them kisses, and as soon as they responded, he would blush.
and the girls would be like, "Aww," freaking out.
Manila.
So after a few days of visiting the orphanages and halfway houses and safe houses, we had seen a lot of the problem, and a lot of us were really frustrated. But we weren't there to complain and just get mad, which a lot of us did. But, you know, this guy got mad, very angry and upset. It was quite emotional. Garrett was ready to fight. Like, he ranted in our last vlog, which we probably won't show because he was very angry.
Maybe a snippet, but not too much because it got a little out of control.
It got a lot of control.
Even if you are not one of the traffickers and you are just one of the men attending these brothels, you need to understand that that is wrong. That is not cool. That is not the right thing to do. That is a very... If you are a man, regardless of your belief, regardless of your faith, regardless of your ethnicity or where you live, you need to understand that women are equal. You need to respect women. You need to be a good husband, a good father. You need to treat women very well. Women are equals. Women are amazing. Women can do anything men can do. And if you're a real man, you'll understand that, and you'll always give women the respect and the reverence that they deserve.
That's good.
I'm a pretty happy person, but when you find out that somebody is mistreating women,
Children.
jeez.
Young little girls. It was really heavy. It was a really, really heavy week. And this week has been very hard. What happens is young girls as young as 9 years old are deceived. So every year, there's roughly 20,000 girls that are taken from Nepal and brought into India and there's roughly 20,000 girls that are taken from Nepal and brought to India to work in brothels. And many of these girls never get out, so, and typically they're quite physically abused. And they're, you know, they're very young.
We are kicking off a fundraiser to help build a school together with Effect.org. In order to build the school, we need to fundraise $50,000. If you're interested in helping, here's 3 simple things that you can do. Number 1 is just learning more about this problem. The more that the world is aware of this problem, the more the world can do to help fix the problem. Number 2 is donating to our cause. We'll put a link below in the show notes where you can find our fundraiser page.
For $30, you can put a child through school for 3 months. For $50, you can buy a computer for the classroom with interactive games. For $100, you can pay for learning materials and art supplies. And for $500, you can pay for a teacher's salary for 3 months. 100% of everything you donate goes directly to the school.
And the third thing you can do if you want to help is by sharing this on social media. If you go to our fundraiser page, you'll find a Facebook button, a Twitter button. However you can share it and help spread the word will help so much.
So we're trying to raise $50,000 in 35 days. Please help us and we'll be able to build the school in India.
No matter what, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you, Nepal, for letting us come visit.
And thank you, Effect.org, for sharing this experience with us, for teaching us what we needed to know.
You changed our lives, and hopefully we can pay it forward and change the lives of others.
If there is something we need, it's a leap of faith. A step away from the comfort zone and be a little brave. So take a look around you. How far can you see? How far do you think you can run, standing on your knees? It's a beautiful world out there, just don't pass on the dare. If you have the will and a moment to spare, it's a beautiful world out there. It's a beautiful world out there. It can be a bit frightening, it's something you don't know. You need a little enlightening, it'll make you grow. It's a beautiful world out there, just don't pass on the dare. If you have the will